You go by Ronald or Ronnie? Either. Ron. R. Randy. RJ. Why is it so tense in here? Like, we didn't die. Oh, is it because he's recording? We'll wait for the two brothers and then we'll get rolling. Also behind you is the records board that will be filled out once we get everybody's screens. So at any point, if you want to look at where you rank up in regards to the movements, because there's some that we haven't done yet that we're going to implement in the strength program. But if you want to see where you rank up in regards to people that are the same age or the same class, all you have to do is come look in the board. So if you have a question for Shannon on what's good, the best will be in here. So it's not necessarily what's good unless you just know that you're not a 10-yard or 10-meter sprint guy. If you're not a 10-meter sprint guy, you better have the best grip or the best power output or the best jump to counteract the fact that you're not necessarily the quickest mover. Okay? So we'll have all of that stuff up probably at the end of the month. So if you want to come check in, we'll go from there. Ronald, what grade are you? 11th. So you're junior? So you're going into senior year? Right. Okay. Hayes, what positions do you play?
Middle infield and I pitch.
Middle infield, pitch. Piero, what positions? Catcher, third. John, what positions?
Third.
So corner infield. I'll ask them when you get in here. Ronnie, on the top of the last sheet that I gave you, are you finished?
Yeah.
Fill that top, the whole top part out if you don't know, and then just put your position up here. So just put height and weight. If you don't know your height and weight, there's a scale to your left, and then there's a tape measure behind the door. We'll look at your strength. Then we'll go look at your actual strength output or your power output, and then we'll go look at how well you can move around a little bit, okay? So we're just gonna keep shuffling. I'm not gonna look. First on the table is Ronnie. You knew that was coming though, didn't you? You were looking at me like, you can keep everything on. Go ahead and jump on the table for me. And then guys, pay attention to the order because I'm just literally just gonna go straight through everything, okay? Go ahead and lay on your back for me. You're a righty, correct? Is everybody right-handed in here? You're lefty, weird. Right. Okay. Good. 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 All right, jump off the table, Ronnie. Next on the table is Piero. You squeeze, so this is for everybody. You squeeze, relax, you shout out your number for that hand, click start again, and then switch hands. Okay?
Okay, right hand.
So right hand, squeeze as hard as you can, Ronnie. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You guys can yell at him, motivate him. Good, relax. What's that number? 131.6. Dude, that's pretty good. Switch, click start, and then go to the left hand. Knuckles popping. I know. Good, and then relax. 121.6. Piero, you're up. That might be a top. I think there's a couple guys that have been in the 130s.
Might get you there.
Right hand first. Good, then relax. 100 even. Left. Knuckles popping. You're stronger on your left side. That looks like 101.8. 108 even. All right. Charlie, you're up. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the stick, rest it on top of your head. I'm going to make sure your arms are at 90-degree angles. You're here. Then I want you to squat and then come back up. You're just doing one of these, and then we'll go through the cycle. So stick on the top of the head. So it's perfect. Push it overhead and squat. There's a foam pad somewhere. No, we need the stick. So now we're going to look at your thoracic rotation. So you're going to take the stick, go across your chest, down on one knee. Since my left knee is up, I'm going to rotate towards my left knee, and then you'll switch and go to the right. Okay? So, good, come back. Try to keep the knee still, so don't touch my foot with your knee. Perfect, and then go to the other side. Good. And then it's about to get really smelly. Everybody go ahead and take their shoes off. Good. We'll try to make this quick because I'm not trying to smell this. All right, so everybody's shoes are off. What you're going to do, one at a time, you're going to go down on one knee. So we're going to look at your ankle mobility. You're going to take your knuckles like this, turn your hand sideways, and it's going to be between your big toe and the wall. From there, you're going to sit up, and then I want you to lean forward, try to touch your knee to the wall without your heel coming up, and then we'll switch sides. And then if we have to do it again, I'll tell you when to stop, okay? So, yep, perfect. Can you touch the wall? You cannot come back. I'll tell you when to stop. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, other side. Ways to cheat. You can't pine tar this one. Good, other side. Good, Pira. Oh, nice, dude. Other side. Good, Charlie. Good to yell at each other, and if you don't, we're going to judge you heavily. You can throw shoes back on so it doesn't smell like foot in here. All right. Ronald, when you're ready, come have a seat on the corner of this table. I'm going to show you guys. So what this is, if any of you guys have never seen it, this is a force gauge. So if you look in the bottom right corner, there's external rotation to body weight. When we look at baseball players, that is one of our biggest predictors to injury. So if you fall below a certain percentage on your body weight in this motion, it increases your risk for injury. So what we're going to do is we're going to praise the guys that have the highest amount of strength in this direction relative to their body weight. So what this device does once it connects, once we put you in certain positions, you're going to push into this and you get to yell at each other, and it's going to give us a force output. Okay, so we'll get to see a force output, and then we'll do 2 on each direction, and then we'll just rotate through like we have been. Okay? To the middle of my chest, but I'm not going to let you move. That's how we're going to get the output. Are you ready? Okay. So sit up tall for me. Good. And then arm there and push into my chest. Go. Push, 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 push. Good. So little rotation at the end, trying to go max effort, which I fully appreciate, but try not to do that this time. All right, you ready? Yep. And go. Push, 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 push. Good. 28.8. Not bad, dude. 28.8. So keep it underneath the right arm because you're a righty. I don't really care about your left arm. Unless you were the new kid from, I forget where he plays, where he throws both hands. He's 95 plus. Sujeto or whatever. Unreal. He's drafted now, though. He went 15, I think, in the first round. Yeah. All right, so now device goes here. You're going to pull to your belly button, okay? Let me get in position for this one. This one you tend to be a little bit stronger. Sit up tall for me. Feet on the floor. Get your feet on the floor, but just get your chest up. All right, you ready? Hold on. And go. Pull, 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 pull. Nice, dude. One more. You guys can yell at him instead of sitting in stone cold silence. Come on. Ready? And go. Pull, 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 pull. Good. 53.7. Nice, dude.
They're all nervous, Corey. That's what it is.
I'm going to start shouting out names and who's in first, second, third. We'll see who starts trying. Piero, you're up. 26-6.
They had this guy.
All right. Ronnie, what's your max deadlift you've ever picked up from the floor?
He's going to like Morehouse or something.
Last year I picked up 315.
315. Squat?
No, he's the shortstop. He was good though.
Well, he played short. 275.
Yeah. 275. Bench?
I think so. Like he's not skinny.
185. We'll do pull-ups. Piero,
Sir.
what's your max deadlift?
It's like 335 from
Some other team I was looking at.
Squat?
Squat is like 330.
330. Bench?
180.
180. We'll do pull-ups. All right, let's head to a pull-up bar. Let's go see who can do pull-ups. This will be fun. Now we really get nervous.
Look at Piero. I got 0.